On Monday around 9 a.m. local time, a new day of the Diddy trial began. Before Dawn Richard, a former singer from Diddy's bands Danity, Kane, and Dirty Money, was called back to the witness stand, the judge discussed with the prosecution and defense which questions were permitted and which were not. Some alleged pieces of evidence were classified as gossip or hearsay by the judge and were therefore not admitted. Around 9:45, Dawn Richard's questioning resumed. She was further questioned about the assault she had already mentioned on Friday. She testified that just one day after the incident, Diddy told her, "You could disappear," which deeply frightened and shocked her. She also stated that she had witnessed Diddy hitting Cassie multiple times. She said whenever Cassie tried to stand up for herself, Diddy would hurt her for it. The judge then asked if Diddy's staff had noticed any injuries, and Dawn explained that Cassie often covered up her injuries with makeup or sunglasses. She went on to describe another alleged incident. Diddy, Cassie, and she were dining at a restaurant in West Hollywood when she saw Diddy punch Cassie in the stomach. On the way home, Diddy allegedly attacked Cassie multiple times, hitting her in the mouth and telling her to shut up. In court, Dawn said, "I told her to leave, but she was torn. I could see the fear in her eyes." She also testified that Cassie had wanted to release an album for years, but was constantly delayed. Additionally, she had regularly seen Diddy using drugs, which were allegedly supplied by a dealer named One. When asked when she first climbed that Diddy told her he could make people disappear, she again said, "I don't remember." The lawyer returned to the restaurant incident and asked if any celebrities had been present. She said yes and named Usher, Big Daddy Kane, Neo, and Jimmy Iovine. The lawyer asked why she hadn't mentioned their names in earlier statements, to which she responded, "I'm not sure." The lawyer then addressed the weapons and asked why Dawn hadn't mentioned before that she had seen Diddy with a weapon. Dawn replied simply, "Because I wasn't asked." When asked if she had ever seen Diddy pull out a weapon and wave it around, she said no. Next, they reviewed her career briefly. From 2005 to 2009, she was part of Diddy's girl group Danity Kane. Afterwards, she spent 3 years in Dirty Money, a trio with Diddy and another singer. The lawyer asked how she came to work with Diddy again after Danity Kane broke up, and she explained that she was the one who reached out to him. The lawyer skeptically asked, "You were afraid of him, but then you asked to work with him again?" Dawn confirmed with a quiet, "Uh-huh." She was then asked if she had, despite everything, asked Diddy in 2011, 2020, and 2021 to sign her as a solo artist. She confirmed that too. When asked if she still believed Diddy had destroyed her career twice, she responded clearly, "Yes. I filed a civil lawsuit to get compensation for the work I did," she added. Then the prosecution took over again and returned the incident with the pan. They asked if she... With that, the prosecution's questioning ended, and Diddy's defense asked one final question. It referred to the period from 2009 to 2012, during which Dawn and Diddy had between 50 to 70 joint appearances, radio shows, and trips to promote Dirty Money projects. The lawyer asked, "And you still spent so much time with him, even though he allegedly made death threats?" Dawn answered quietly, "Yes." She was then excused from the witness stand. Around noon local time, the next witness was called, Carrie Morgan, a former close friend of Cassie. At the start of her testimony, she described how she met Cassie at a modeling shoot. She was 15 and Cassie was 16. She said Cassie began dating Diddy in 2007 after her song Me and You became popular. From then on, she often accompanied the two when they met and said she got to know Diddy well. "He was very nice and generous at first," she said. When asked if that changed, she said he had severe mood swings and could be very aggressive. "He often got angry at Cassie. Sometimes he even called me 50 times in a row, just because he couldn't reach her." She continued, saying Diddy often spoke down to Cassie, which over time affected her self-confidence. Cassie was also frustrated because she still hadn't been able to release music after all those years. Carrie Morgan also testified that she personally witnessed Diddy physically attack Cassie twice, and he was neither drunk nor on drugs during those times. The first incident happened